Hey there. Whew, it's been a busy morning. And it's already just turned noon. And so today I got up and I did a couple loads of laundry. Then I had to come down to the doctor's office because I'm still feeling the sinus ear issue. I took all of my antibiotics and I've not gotten better. I mean, I've gotten better. Okay, I'll take that back. I've gotten better, but I'm just not 100%. I'm still congested. I still feel pain up here. My ear stops up every morning. So I know something's not right. Anyways, so I did go to the doctor and they confirmed that my ear is still red. It's gotten better, but it's not completely healed. And I explained to them that, I felt it move towards my sinuses once I started taking the medication. So it did. It traveled, and now it's a sinus infection with still a lingering ear infection. I mean, it's confirmed. And so she put me on like the next step up from amoxicillin, and it's still, safe during pregnancy and all that stuff, which is why they kind of start you with amoxicillin. If it doesn't clear up, they go to this medication. I still called my doctor this morning just to confirm that it's okay to take and, we're all good. So I left them a message and I'm waiting to hear back. And I just went to the, pharmacy and I picked it up just so I can have it so I don't have to come back down the mountain and into town when I get the confirmation or not. But they did say that if anything happens and the doctor says, no, we're not taking that, to call them back and then we'll regroup. So I did that already. I also picked up some antifungal cream for my little one, which seems to have a little bit of ringworm, just one round spot that she's had for a couple of weeks now. We thought it was a bug bite because she has kind of like a really weird reaction to any kind of mosquito bite or any kind of bug bite. She's always very sensitive to it. And I'm a little concerned that she's probably allergic to bee stings too, like her father, because she's the only one that reacts like a little bit more severe when it comes to bug bites. But we thought that that's what it was, and so we just kind of monitored it. It hasn't gone away, and it's like a little round spot on her arm. We tried antibacterial cream thinking, okay, maybe just a little dirty, who knows. That didn't solve it. So then we kind of looked it up, and my husband said that he would get ringworm when he was young. So I'm like, okay, that's what he thinks it is. So I talked to the pharmacist while I was there picking up my medication, and he recommended this one particular cream. So I said, okay. I went ahead and bought it, and I got the antifungal for her. That way we can see whether or not that helps her situation. Then I found out that our local bakery, I kind of saw online that they were having the tomato, basil, and grilled cheese special today. And my husband loves their tomato basil soup. So I picked a couple of specials up for us, including like a caramel apple muffin and a pumpkin mini cheesecake. I said, why not? Let's try these flavors. Because, it's fall now, so I get to have pumpkin and spice and apples and caramel. So anyways, so I picked up a couple of treats for us, and I'm on my way back to take it to us and have, a nice little lunch together, which is nice. And one good thing about being in a small town like this is that it's so great when you walk in to a store and they recognize you and they're like, hey, how's it going? How are you feeling? They were asking about, how much time I had left and all that. And they're just such sweet ladies at Miller's Bread, which is the little bakery that I love to go to. I've used them a couple of times to make birthday cakes for the kids, because usually I do that And I enjoy doing that, but I can't bake anything in my camper oven. So I'm looking forward to a real stove once the cottage is complete and I can actually bake stuff for especially the holiday season, because I love doing cookies and all that kind of stuff. After I have lunch now, I am going to see about transferring my computer over to the cottage and doing some editing and maybe, you know, filming and finishing up what I had originally intended to do today or yesterday that I couldn't get done because the gentleman had come over to do the built-ins and all the fireplace around, which I'll show you guys once I get back home. I'm really excited about it. It looks really good. We got a huge project knocked out yesterday, which makes me feel great. Now, obviously, we still have to paint it and, you know, do the finishing touches, like add the brick and all that stuff, and, you know, make it fireproof or heat-proof, because we do have to add the cement board and the bricks and everything before we put the actual wood stove in place and then start using it for the winter. We've never had one of those before, and Nelson is just, you know, excited to use one and learn how it all works, especially again since you guys know that we've had storms and stuff up here and we've lost power, and we just want to make sure that, you know, we can heat the house without any issues in case we do lose electricity, especially with a newborn. So yeah, that'll be another thing that, you know, we'll learn how to use. So also tonight, he is going to be working on enclosing the closet where the water heater is. He started building out the floor frame for it, and tonight he's gonna try and finish out like the actual 2x4 framing for it, so that we can go ahead and wrap it around with the same panels that the rest of the cottage has. There's a lot to do today. Oh my gosh, I already have meat defrosting in the sink. Hopefully I'll get some beef cooking and started for this evening in the slow cooker, and maybe make some mashed potatoes or something for it. So that is what the agenda is for the day. I hope I can get everything taken care of. I do have a little bit more energy this afternoon, and I'm just hoping that, you know, if my doctor calls me back, I'll go ahead and take the new antibiotic and I'll start feeling better very soon, because tomorrow I have to go to Chattanooga to see my OBGYN because I have another ultrasound. So my day is going to be shot tomorrow, and I've got to get as much done as I can today in order to just focus on that. All right, so I have been here for a little while in the cottage, and I have been doing intros and outros. I have like all of my clothes where I change in and out. I like to do like wardrobe changes. It's a YouTuber secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. But sometimes, or back in the day when I had a house and I had several videos to do, I would select a day and I would just change out my top, and I would do intros and outros for like different videos, and I'd knock them out in one day. I haven't really been able to do that here. But now that I have a little space and stuff, I did it today, and I think I did 4 different ones. And so so I've been here recording for quite a bit. Right now I have dinner on the slow cooker, and I have to go start cooking the potatoes. Nelson is doing some work outside. He's getting some electrical outlets done for me outside because I need them for finishing up a video. And I wanted to come in here and share with you guys what was done yesterday. So let me flip this around. So this is what we were working on yesterday with the gentleman that came by. He had pre-built those bookshelves that went on top of the little cabinets that Nelson and I had installed. And then he built out the infrastructure for the fireplace. And the fireplace, it looks a little narrow and, you know, not very deep, but It's supposed to be like that because it's a wood stove that's going to actually be out in front of it. And that entire surround is just going to have brick, not only on the front of it, but on the inside, on the back of it, and on the ground. And it's supposed to have like cement board and everything to create like a fire resistant area so that our wood stove can go in front of it. It's supposed to look very cottagey, very, English cottage. So I'm excited about that. And we put paneling up top. We left the gaps on either side just because the shelving just wouldn't have been even if we had taken it to the top. It would have been a little weird, but I kind of like it because we can put lighting up there, baskets. I don't know. I'm sure I can figure something out. And we put paneling in the center, just like we have on the walls. Nelson will be putting a TV up there, which we're really excited about. And we just have, just finishing touches to do. But we're excited that this is covered, this wall. There's no more insulation peeking. We're finally seeing even more progress in this space. It's starting to look like an actual home. And so, yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys kind of like, an in-between shot of what it looked like. But now I have to go and feed my kiddos.